time for Inspirational Talks with Laura Simmons and friends. Holla Chi-Town, Scream ATL, Shout Carolinas. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Inspirational Talks with Laura Simmons and friends. We are in the building. Strong J. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Inspirational Talks with Laura Simmons and friends. I am Laura Simmons.
I am Margaret Green, real estate queen. How you doing?
This is Meredith Denaire from Chicago. The owner of Oakland Olive Notary Specialist. How can I be of service to you?
That's it.
So, yeah. So, how's everybody doing today?
Good. We just had a nice little rainstorm earlier.
Yeah.
So it's supposed to be raining the rest of the week. So hopefully it won't. We just get just rain and it don't get like everybody else been getting lately.
Yeah, we got rain earlier today too.
Texas and a few other states and got a lot of flooding. So like South Carolina, please keep that water at bay.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah, we got some rain this morning. Wasn't a lot, but we did get some. Yeah, we got some rain.
A little bit to water the grass.
Yeah. And I actually did my walk this morning, even in the rain. You know, we drizzled a little on us, but we still did our walk.
I just saw that. I was like,
okay. Yeah, we had a good time though. Anytime I'm walking and exercising is always good for me. So yeah.
Is it still warm there or is it cooled off?
It's not warm, it's hot.
Oh, y'all still getting it hot.
Yeah, it's hot as crap up here.
Oh, we got hot. We got the hot too. So I thought it might start cooling off.
It was kind of muggy out. I wouldn't even say it was kind of muggy. I guess because of the rain.
Yeah.
Because of the rain, it was a little muggy out.
The humidity here is like 97%.
Oh wow.
I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's not good.
I'm so sorry.
Well, we got a guest in the house. I see her name up on the screen, but I don't see her face. I see just whiteness, so I'm not sure if she's there yet.
We got a guest.
Yeah, I'm not sure if she's there. So, she's originally from Brooklyn. And she now, I guess I'm assuming she's in Carolina now. She's a resident of Carolinas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
north now.
It said north.
Okay.
North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah. So we're gonna bring her on shortly. I want to just say a few things before we get going.
Okay.
Before we bring our guests out, I want to send a happy birthday out to my son who will be turning 26 on Sunday. And so I just want to say happy birthday to him.
Happy birthday, Ray.
Happy early birthday, Ray.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah.
Yes, indeed. And then I want to say happy anniversary to my husband. It'll be 22 years on tomorrow on Saturday. Yeah, on Saturday. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right.
So yeah.
Nice. Well, happy anniversary, and I'll call you on Saturday too.
Because I want to come to your basketball. We want to come to the baseball.
You come to the softball game? It's in the morning at 9:30.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So we want to come.
Yeah. Come on.
Okay.
You playing?
I might. See how these knees do. Yeah. I did play volleyball when I was in California. Them little girls thought I was like, what? Don't play with me. What? Got it.
Yeah.
Then my body paid for it, a couple of days.
I bet.
About
Mhm.
3 days. About 3 days afterwards. Yeah. But
Yeah.
it was fun.
Mhm.
Good exercise. Good exercise.
Yeah.
Somebody was like, "What?" That's
Girl, it's like,
exactly what
okay,
happened.
you is not no teenager no more. Stay down somewhere.
Mhm.
But it's all right every now and then. Every now and then.
Hmm.
Yeah. But yeah. So that's basically it. I really didn't have no gossip today. I didn't want to really
What?
want to talk. Yeah, I
Other
didn't
than
really have
that,
no bad news today. I didn't want to. I
other
mean,
than
I'm
that
sure I
UPS,
could.
Oh
I
no, we got good news.
that USPS mail person that got hurt by them dogs.
What?
As a
Yeah,
postal worker in I think it was that Florida. Was that
yeah,
Florida?
yeah. It was
He got
Florida.
mauled by some dogs,
Yeah.
and unfortunately she didn't make it.
Oh, I hate to hear that.
She was 61.
That is good evening, Facebooker.
It's probably
Yeah.
Fred. Good
Good evening,
evening.
everybody. Good evening.
Um no, the Biden administration with the student loan debt
Yeah,
plan. That's
yeah,
good news.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. That's
Anywhere
good
between
news.
10 and 20,000.
Of course,
Um,
the Republicans don't like it.
girl, I really don't care. I'm like, what's less money that
Yeah, I was like, yeah, they don't have to like it.
right.
Let's get their Social Security benefits because they
Really?
benefits is totally different from ours.
Man,
Mhm.
no,
Hey,
I got
Fred, how
I
you
We
got
doing,
good.
Fred?
good
We
news.
good, Fred. How about you?
Yeah, we good. Hello.
You
Look,
know he. I seen your auditions up there too, Fred. So you know, just letting y'all know, Fred got his auditions up there for his movie.
okay. All right.
Mhm.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Mhm.
And on another good note, look, my baby is off to college. She in her senior year, y'all. Y'all send her some encouragement, some give her pray. And
Definitely.
my
Mhm.
sweet baby have a great year, a
Hmm.
productive year.
What college she at?
She's at University of Dubuque in Iowa.
Oh wow.
Iowa.
Oh, okay.
We just got home 1 o'clock this morning, girl, from dropping her off, trying to get her all situated and everything. So tired. But
Mm.
God is good. God is
Yeah.
good.
Hmm.
So
All the
I'm
time he
Yes,
is.
he is.
excited. I'm excited about her future. And of course, my little one. So, because she'll be out of town this weekend going to she was invited to a softball camp in Florida. So she's just going for the weekend for a camp. So pray traveling grace over them too. You don't got to be an actor. You just as it's
Yes,
just
absolutely.
reading. Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. That sounds good, Fred. I'll hit you up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So we just waiting on this. I don't know what's going.
Okay, Jodeci.
Yeah, she just out of the blue. Ooh,
Girl,
yeah.
girl,
Don't maybe do Martin on you.
listen. When I
Can't
used
see
to work, me,
JoJo.
me and one of my co-workers, my friend, we used to work at where we worked. It was JP Morgan Chase used to be First Chicago Bank. Ooh,
Oh
I'm
yeah.
dating myself. But anyway,
Yeah, you are, because First Chicago ain't been
girl.
around a long
So we
time.
used to
Mhm.
crack jokes every single day. And we used to always do Michael Jackson. So every time we would say something, do something, we would always do Michael Jackson. So now I got, Jodeci, but like, ooh yeah, just randomly.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah, I have to check
So
it out.
if y'all interested, he said let him know if we any of us is interested in being a part of his movie.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Ooh
so just
yeah.
let him know. All
Okay.
right, that sounds good, Fred.
He locally, where is
He in Atlanta with
He in the
Ursula.
ATL.
Ursula, what's yeah? Oh, and Ursula is still celebrating her party, her birthday, y'all. So today she won't be on the show today because she's still
I was like,
celebrating.
that's Virgo season. Okay, she gonna celebrate the whole season.
Okay,
Oh, she's
virtually. Okay.
Okay.
yeah.
Widescreen
Hey
plays
Jay,
1,
how
2.
you doing?
Yes, there she go. She was like,
Hey,
"Put on there. What I
hey,
do?"
boo. You
AKA
gotta come on the
China.
show. We gotta get you on the show, Jay.
China.
But yeah, yeah,
Ch-ch-ch-ch-ch.
today was like an interesting day. I just passed my one of my exams I
You
did.
did?
Yeah, not for
Congratulations.
the
Insurance.
insurance yet. We haven't took that test yet. But
Oh,
I
okay.
just
What's this
passed
for?
I passed my food handling um license today. I got that today. I got my certificate for that.
Food handling.
Yes, ma'am. So I can, when I do events, that I will be certified and able to sell my food.
You get
So
God.
yeah,
Shut your mouth.
that test was 4 hours. It took 4 hours for that test, but I
Oh,
got it
wow.
done. I got it done. I passed. I
Well,
got my card. Yeah,
congratulations.
I'm excited, y'all.
Congratulations. You
Yeah,
ain't playing no games. You moving and shaking.
yeah, I'm working on me. This is my year to work on me. You
Mhm.
know, it's so important,
That
guys,
part.
that you focus on yourself. And thank you. It's so important that you focus on yourself and you go on and do things that you want to do, because let me tell you, when you get put in a box and you feel like you stuck in that box, and you feel like it's like, okay, so y'all, some of you guys already know that recently I lost my job. And so when I lost my job, I felt like I was lost. I felt, okay, now where do I go from here? I know I had my movies, I have my books, I have all that stuff going, but that's not what, I can't just, the movie will make money after it's been sold and it's went into the theaters and stuff, but it's not going to make money right away. The books, they make money, they bring in residuals each month, but I felt like I was just, in this box now. I'm like, okay, so I'm depending on this job, and now I don't have anything to fall back on. So I
Mhm.
just promised that I made a promise to myself and God that I was going to do some different things. I was going to try my hand at some other stuff. So
Mhm.
my first love has always been one of my first loves has always been cooking. I always liked to cook. And so I just decided I'm gonna give it a shot. And so I went back and I decided that I was gonna take up a few classes and stuff. So I've been taking up some classes as well, and I wanted to get my certificate so that I can start doing things too. So I did.
Good, good, good,
Yep.
good.
Mhm.
Congratulations,
Thank you.
congratulations. And glad that you, when you got knocked down, you ain't stay down. You got back
No.
up and
Mhm.
you pivoted, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah.
you figured some other things out. So kudos to you, because that it does happen when we get knocked off our square. It throws us off a bit because we be like, oh wait a
Mhm.
minute. So you are a little discombobulated, because you're like,
Yeah.
now what? Now what I'm gonna do? Because that
Mhm.
wasn't planned. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Yeah.
it
So
wasn't planned.
I know
when
what you
stuff
mean.
not planned, you be like,
I know what you mean because
yeah.
I've been
So
there.
we
Yeah, I felt so
I-
I was for a minute there, I was so hurt. I was tore up. I
Mhm.
I had I was just angry. And then I had to take a step back, and I had to ask. At first I was saying to God, I said, "Why me?" And then I took it back, and I said, "No, why not me?" You
yeah
know,
yeah
God had to have I have to make some steps that so I can give my testimony, because I'm supposed to influence somebody else or make somebody
Mhm.
else's life better.
yeah
And because of what I went through, I'm sharing with others what I went through and how I felt. And so I
yeah
want other people to not put yourself in a box for nobody. Start getting out here and doing some things that you want to do. Don't just because you got a job, don't that doesn't mean you're secure in that job. The job can they
well
can tell you goodbye to tomorrow,
yeah and
Yeah,
So you
just
I
make
know
like
what you.
that,
That's like with me. I had when I lost my job one time, I actually got fired on my birthday. I was like,
Sometimes it's
"Happy
good to
birthday to
gain your
me!"
skills.
I
It's
was
all
pissed.
about
I was
making the
mad, but
necessary adjustments.
you
You're
know,
absolutely right, Fred.
you
It
know.
is. It
So
is absolutely right.
it was not a good feeling.
We
So
are too strong to stay down.
yeah,
Yes,
we
we
are.
get knocked down, but we not meant to stay there. I know how you feel, Laura. Yeah. Thank you. You're absolutely right. I always tell Meredith, this is one thing I usually tell Meredith. I tell her that I heard Les Brown said this on in one of his speaking events. He said that if when you he said when you fall down, make sure that you fall down where you can look up. He said because if you can look up, you can get up.
Yeah.
And so
Hmm.
that's how I look at it every time when when I get into those moods, because sometimes I get into those moods and stuff. And then I think about what he said, and I also think about what Tyler Perry said. If they don't allow you in their room, guess what? You make your own room. So
Yeah.
that's what I've
Hmm.
been doing. So
And she has definitely been
Hmm.
doing that too. And just to
mhm,
kind of like piggyback on both of you guys, when things happen to us, because we all have been there in some way, shape, or
Hmm.
form, right? Um,
mhm,
Hmm.
is that sometimes things I'm an honest, I believe in sometimes things happen for a reason.
It
And
is.
if you have not been moved from that position, that job, your job,
mhm,
my job,
mhm.
Hmm.
you would still be in that same place and you wouldn't be going to where God has the place for you to go. You wouldn't move because you would be stuck and stagnant and you'll still be doing that like a robot. Like a robot,
Hmm.
I'm
Mhm.
still doing this, I'm still doing, but there are other things that you're supposed to do in this life. And just like you giving your testimony, and just like all of these other things that you touching on, the
Hmm.
things we're doing, L&M, leveling up,
Up
and
and
maintain
maintaining.
motivational movement. But I'm just saying, if
Mhm.
those things have not happened to you, you would not have moved, and L&M, leveling up, and
And
motivational
more.
movement would not have even materialized. It would not have even happened. And so
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
there's
you wouldn't have
other
had the
things, and
time.
not just that. And so these other little things that you're doing what you're supposed to do. You're
Mhm.
going, and
Hmm.
sometimes when those things happen to us, like I said last week, that stuff don't feel good. It don't feel
No.
good, and we don't
No.
understand it at the time. It don't
No.
Hmm.
understand it at the time, and it is a process. But you
It
got to be
is.
obedient. You got
Mhm.
to be
True.
obedient, be
Yeah. Yep.
steadfast, and focus, and keep going, keep moving, and don't worry
Yep.
about what the naysayers saying.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Just
And
keep
don't focus on it either, because
right.
Yep. And
that's what the devil wants you to do. He wants you to focus on see what they did to you, see what you
yep.
did, they did
And
with you.
that's
Hmm.
Because
so
it
funny
festers. It
because that's
festers.
yeah, the funny thing about the whole thing was okay, so some of you guys know I had been working for Walgreens for like 25 years. So one morning the Lord woke me up out of my sleep because I had been talking to him and I had been telling them how things were going and stuff like that. And he woke me up out of my sleep and he said, no, it's time for you to move on. It's time to move on. I said, Lord, how am I do that? I started questioning him, asking, Lord, how am I do that? He said, I'm gonna give you a date, and that's when you need to be walking away. I go back to the Lord. I start praying to him, and I said to him, Lord, well, you think I said you said leave on this date, which is a Tuesday. You think maybe I could wait until that Friday to leave? The Lord said, oh, okay. So I see you want to play with me, right? I said, I said, I said, well, no, I'm not playing with you, Lord. I'm not playing with you. He said, oh, yeah, you are. I'm going to let you go on to work today. I went to work. Girl, they wore my butt out when I got there. I was so tired when I got home. I still had on my winter coat. I still had my purse on my shoulder. I still had my lunch bag on my shoulder. I plopped on the couch and I was out until 8:30 p.m. that night. Now, mind you, I got in the house. It was 4:30 when I got in the house. So when I got in the house, I slept from 4:30 all the way until 8:30 that night on the couch with my coat on and everything. So I wake up and I say, okay, Lord, I get it. I got what you're saying to me. I went in there and I told him, I said, no, I ain't gonna be able to do that extra week. Because they was trying to get me to do some extra before I leave. They was trying to get me to
Hmm.
stay some extra days. And I said, no, I can't, I ain't gonna be able to do that. So when I lost my second job, I was like, wait a minute. I said, Lord, I don't understand this. But let me tell you something. God says that it says in the Bible that sometimes we not gonna understand the stuff that God do. It's not gonna make any sense to us.
Mm-mm. Nope.
And so it didn't make any sense to me because I was like, okay, Lord, you told me to walk away from this one, but I just lost this one. I said, I don't understand. I kept saying it. I was like, I don't understand. I don't understand your logic here. I'm kind of confused. So he said, just be patient. So then I get on the phone. For some reason, he put it on my heart to call Meredith. I call her. I text her. This is what I did. I text her. And I said, are you busy? Can you talk? She said, yeah. What's up? So I call her and then we get to talking. Man, she told me some stuff that was just so unreal. And all I could think about is now I get it. And everything that she was telling me, it started making sense to me then. I said, that's why you said what you said, Lord. But at the time I didn't get it. I did not get it at all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. Yep, you're absolutely right, Jarena. You're
Mm-hmm.
absolutely right. And that's what I had to do. I had to lean on his understanding and stop trying to lean on my own. But I guess it's back in the house, y'all. So we're gonna bring her on.
Yes. All right.
Yeah, we're gonna bring her on. Miss Tiffany Jaye is in the building, y'all.
Whoop,
Here she
whoop.
go. Look at this classy woman
All
here.
right.
Y'all see that? Look,
Wow.
Yes.
America's Next Top Model. That's what she freaking looked like on that picture. I'm like, okay, girl. Jay, Tiffany,
Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-hmm.
she must be having some kind of problem. Tiffany, well, we wait until she get her. Okay, we waiting on her. Let me. Well, we'll come back to her when she figure out what's going on. We can't get her in there.
Come on, Tiff, Tiff. Make it do what it do. Yeah, I'm excited to
Oh,
talk to her because she got a lot. She got a lot going on.
uh-huh.
You got a lot going on.
Mm-hmm.
Well, while we
Mm-hmm.
take this commercial break,
Yeah, but yeah, so as I was saying though, since we waiting on her, so I was saying, oh, wait a minute, I think she coming in. I'm not sure. I see a name pop up, but I don't see her. Oh, there she go. There she go. Let's do our little introduction again. We'll show her picture. There she go. America's Next Top Model, y'all.
all right, all right.
Uh-huh.
I
Uh-huh.
like that pose.
Yeah, me too. She did
It's
it.
like, try me if you want.
Okay. Tiffany, can you hear us?
There she go.
Can you hear us? We can't hear you.
Now she frozen.
Frozen. Yeah, she frozen. She in the car.
Ooh
Hmm.
yeah.
Hello? Hello?
Can you hear us?
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? What about now? No.
No, she ain't here. Oh, thank you, Jay.
Oh, thanks, China.
Yeah, but yeah, so yeah, but well, I guess we have to wait till she come back in. I don't know what's going on. She might be somewhere where
The
um
reception
It's
isn't
good.
good.
it's
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, so when she come back, then we'll bring her back on. But yeah, so yeah, I didn't understand it. I was like, Lord, you told me to walk away from this, and then this happened, and he said, shh, just like that to me, and it was so funny because I'm gonna tell you that this particular day when I was talking to him, I could just feel his spirit in that room with me, and
Mm.
it was so amazing. It's an amazing feeling.
Mm-hmm.
And he touched me on my shoulder. I could feel his presence and I could feel his hand touched me on the shoulder, and he just told me to calm down and stop worrying about it. It's
Yeah.
gonna be all right. He said, you ain't starving. I said, yeah, you right about that. I ain't. I said, I guess it's just because it was something. This had never happened to me before,
Yeah.
and I was like in shock. I'm like, oh man, why? How does
And
this
you trying to
go?
be in control.
Right.
Sometimes he in control. You not in control. You trying to
Yep.
take control. Like,
Yep. Yep.
We have a habit of doing that all the time.
yeah.
Yeah, we do.
I
Yeah.
know
remember.
I do. I know I do.
I remember
Yeah.
my grandmother-in-law said to me one time. She said she called herself trying to help the Lord. She said the Lord told her, "I don't need
need
your
your
help."
help.
she, she said after that she said get my she said she said I don't get involved in anything else. If he doing it, I'm getting out the way. I ain't. She said
Yep.
I don't try to help him no more. She said he told me I don't
Amen.
need your help. I said, "Ooh."
Yep.
I said
Yep. Yep. Yep.
that
Because
is true.
because we try to have
Mhm.
control, but we know where all our help come from, you know,
Yeah.
and
But
you know that. So why you second guess that? That's because we
yeah.
have control issues, and
Yeah.
I say we because I'm in that.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what happened with me. I
Mhm.
was like, yeah. I said, yeah, yeah. He said, he asked me again. He asked me the question again. Do you trust me? I said, yes, I do. I do trust you, Lord. He said, then prove it.
Yeah.
Prove it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Walk like you're floating in the air. And that's what I did. I just left it alone. And I was okay after that. I stopped worrying about it. But at first I was a mess. I
Yeah.
was a mess that first because I couldn't understand. I was like, okay, I don't understand. And the funny thing, my sister called me the same day that everything happened to me. She called me and she said, oh yeah, I just want to tell you, uh, the Lord said you're not supposed to go backwards. Cause how it was like as if she knew what I was finna
Yeah. Yeah.
do.
And yes, because I for one, went through my ordeal, and every time I kept trying to go back.
Hmm.
And every time I try to go back,
Mhm.
I had panic attack.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That panic attack every time. And I'm like, why do you keep straddling? Because again, we want to have this control because we used to having things, a certain way or whatever.
Right.
But
Hmm.
we got to move. We can't stay there.
Mhm.
We can't stay there. When he have a plan for you, our job
Hmm.
is to be obedient. Our job is to have
Mhm.
faith. Our job is to serve. And that's
Hmm.
it. That's all. That's it.
And
That's
something else. A lot of times when we go back, it's not good. It's
no,
worse
it is.
because
It
then
is. And
because
then you
what
be mad at
happens is
yourself.
yeah, because what happens is the place that you went back to, it's like they gonna say, oh, now you really need me now, and they're gonna be harder on you than they were when you left
Yeah.
because they know you. They figure, oh, she'll put up with anything
Yeah. Because she
I
needs.
dish out now because she need me now.
Hmm.
So it's like, I always look at jobs like a relationship. Don't go backwards. If you leave, keep moving forward. Keep
Yeah.
moving forward
Yeah.
because when you go back, all it's on it gets worse.
Yeah. You say you
Hmm.
just don't look back. Just like when you got issues, you done been through some stuff or whatever. Stop going back and grabbing the stuff and bringing it on. Why?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I had to learn. And I'm gonna tell you, my husband said to me when everything happened, he said, "Why are you crying?" I said, "Cause I just lost my job." He said, "Okay." I said, "Well, you." He said, "What?" He said, "You got a roof over your head. You gonna be okay."
Yeah.
He said, "Don't worry about that."
And see, that's a beautiful thing when you have somebody that supports you. Not
Hmm.
just monetarily, but support you,
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
and can be there for you. Because then, if you were in discord, then
Mm-hmm.
that's even more pressure, more stress,
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
because now
Yeah.
you feel like I gotta for him or
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
her.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
that should have been a little bit. It's a little bit of a relief or a breather. I could breathe like, okay, Well, he not stressed out. So,
Mm-hmm.
all right.
Why
So
am
I
I?
can go ahead and
Right. But I think
do.
that a lot of times that happens when we, because all three of us are from old school,
Mm-hmm.
so we've been working a lot of. And I'm probably sure we probably all started at the age of 15.
14.
Some of them were 14, and you used to doing and having your own. And so when that is cut off, it's like, okay, now what am I going to do? Because
Yeah.
I'm used to taking care of me. I know you got me, but
Yeah.
I like to have me too, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
And I think and that happens. I think that happens with anybody who's been used to working
Yeah.
themselves and
Yeah.
bringing in their own money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been working since I was like 14 years old. I
Hmm.
started working when I was 14. I was actually I want if I go back to the candy stores and the cookie stands and the hair braiding I did when I was like 9 years old,
Yeah.
then yeah, so yeah, it's funny.
Hmm. The God has for us. Yeah, we can't receive all His blessings if we are still holding on to the bad stuff or holding on to some hurt we can't feel free. You're right.
You're
You're
absolutely
absolutely
right.
right.
Yeah.
Because and we don't realize that. That's the thing. You don't realize when you holding on to stuff that He already released you from. You you actually sinning against God, because He said, if I forget about it, why you?
Yeah.
If something
And that's what
happened,
I had to do.
if something happened and
Yeah.
it hurt you, yeah, you hurt by it, but
Yeah.
you got to move on. He said, just release them, let them go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't keep on holding on to it, because all you're doing is you're
But doesn't it
putting
say
yourself in bondage.
somewhere? Don't ask me where. Don't ask me where. Well, don't it say somewhere where if somebody offends you,
Mm-hmm.
then you let them know that they offended you, and once
Mm-hmm.
you let them know, then that's
Mm-hmm.
it.
Yep.
Because
There
you've
we go.
done you've done your part.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how they receive it or how they react, that's
Mm-hmm.
on them. But if somebody offends you, you're
Mm-hmm.
supposed to
You
let
go to
them
them.
know. You go to them and let them
Mm-hmm.
know. You don't go to Sally, you don't go to Jane, you don't go to Kimmy
Mm-hmm.
Kim and all that. You go to the person that offended you and let them know.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's when you release it.
Release it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And
And I
once you do that, you are not obligated anymore to whatever issue they have against you, because you did what you were supposed to do.
Now
You
you
know,
Bible thumpers, y'all pull it on out because I don't know where it's at. I got it here
yeah,
somewhat, but
yeah.
I you know,
It's in there.
you
It
understand
is,
what I'm
because
saying.
I know, because my thing is, I don't always remember book chapter and verse, but I remember the word itself. So he
Mhm,
said, because
mhm.
just like he said in his word, he said, you got to put the word in. It's a scripture where he wants you to remember the word. He didn't say you have to remember book, chapter, and verse,
Mhm.
because when you say the word, you know it. You
Yeah,
know that's the word, and other people know it. Even somebody who don't even know nothing about the Bible know that's the word.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I've seen that happen too many times. I don't know if anybody saw the show, the movie for Marvin Sapp. It was on I think TBN, or either not TBN,
I
no,
had a doggone
BT
reminder
or
and still forgot. It
TV1.
was on TV1
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
21st.
That thing was really it was a powerful thing, because he had this one person, this one guy who was not living his life like a Christian or anything. He was a street dude.
Mm-hmm.
But every time he was doing something, or even somewhere that he felt Marvin shouldn't been, he would show up. This guy would show up and tell him, Marvin, you got too much talent. You can't afford to lose
now
waste your
now now
talent.
let me ask you a question. How you know if somebody wanted to see the daggone movie? Let
No,
us
I'm just
see
telling
it.
you,
You
you can
telling
still
us
see it. But that
the
was something that
story.
it was pertinent in
I
this
think her
issue,
point
because
was
right, because even this man wasn't even part of that church and Christian, but God had that man
he
in
would
his life
use
for a reason.
anybody
Yeah,
to
he
to
used
give a
that young
word.
man.
That's what I think. That's what
Yeah, and
she
he
was
was out in
going
the street.
for.
Unfortunately, he got killed. But the point was, he was.
Dang, you telling the story again. There you
I'm not
go.
telling the story. I'm telling you the point
You
of it
said
is
he
God
got
can use whoever
killed.
He want to be a blessing to you, and for you can
Oh,
learn from that person. Whether they could be a bum, and yet you can learn something from that person, and
yeah.
that's my point. You never know
Yeah.
who
Well, God
who's
has made many examples, even in the Bible,
Mm-hmm.
using people, the most unlikely person
Yes.
to do His work.
Mm-hmm.
So and I think that's one of the other things too. Like don't judge a book by its
That's
cover.
covered.
Yeah.
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 Mm-hmm. Because you
Yeah.
don't know.
You don't know nobody's story. People be
No.
thinking they know your story, but they do not know your
Mm-mm.
story.
Right.
Just like, I was telling y'all about, somebody asking me to do crazy stuff. No, I'm not gonna do nothing like that. You don't know what I'm going through myself. I'm dealing with some stuff myself. I look like,
Girl, God gave you common sense too. So yeah,
Yeah.
that didn't even sound right. But like, okay,
No.
yeah, it's a no for me, bro.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, because some people do anything for money.
Yeah, they
Some people who,
will.
but then they look back on it later on and be like, well, you know what? I really wish I didn't do that. It's too late now. It's too late.
You gonna
Don't
learn today.
you know?
Somebody saying they would like to share their thoughts and experiences with us. That's what they just sent the message telling them they would like to share their thoughts and their expression and tell about themselves. Whoever that is, I don't know who that is, but somebody just sent that. I just seen a
Mm.
message like that. Let me see if it's in. Hello, I would like to share my thoughts and experiences with you.
Go ahead. They can type it in the chat box, can't they?
Yeah, you could type in the chat box.
Yeah.
And by the way, thanks for watching the show and wanting to
Yeah,
participate. Yeah,
yeah,
shoot
exactly.
your statement or comment in the chat box, please.
Yeah,
Pretty
comment in the chat.
please.
And because everybody, I mean, and the truth of the matter is, we all have a testimony. We
Yeah,
all do.
Yes,
Everybody got a
absolutely.
testimony.
Absolutely.
And without a test, there's no testimony. So everybody has a testimony. So, and it can either benefit somebody, or it can warn someone.
Yeah.
yeah, and that's what it was. It's one of those things. It's like, man, life. I'm gonna tell you, life can right, life can really. I know they won't be trying to
It would throw some.
Okay, can you just stop sending all these messages? I'm gonna block you in a minute.
Uh-oh.
Okay,
Uh-oh.
now it's time to block.
What was that?
Oh, oh, oh.
Somebody just he keeps sending all these messages. I keep telling him stop.
Mm,
Don't do that. Don't send this stuff to me.
mm. I see. The devil is busy. We started talking about God. You see how the devil is trying to jump on in
It's
there and
always
be
gonna
like,
be a
no,
distraction.
Yeah,
no,
But the
yeah,
stop
blood
it
of
blocking. Get
Jesus,
on up
the
out of
blood of
here.
Jesus, the blood of Jesus. That's
Right.
exactly.
We ain't gonna do it, ain't falling for it. Keep it moving.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay.
So anyway, I
Mm-hmm.
just love him.
She with the girl, she wasn't able to find
She
herself
she can't
get back in there somehow.
Oh yeah, her connection isn't
yeah, her yeah.
yeah.
I mean, it's like with anything else. You have distractions everywhere you go.
Yep, yep. But they say if he ain't bothering you, must not be doing something right. So he must be
Exactly.
doing something right. So
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I heard Denzel Washington say that one time. He said if the devil is not bothering you, then he already got you. He
mm,
Yeah.
said, you are not a threat to him. And my pastor have said that before too. And he said, but if he picking on you, you doing something right, and that's why he trying to
mhm,
stop you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so funny because I had just told my walking partner that this morning we walk every morning. So she sends me a text every morning. So this morning she sends me a text and she says, "Yeah, they said we're supposed to get some rain today. So you feel like walking?" I said, "Yeah, I smell rain." I said, "I smell it in the air." She started laughing. She sent me a laughing emoji. So I said, so she said, so you don't want to walk? We could wait till tomorrow and walk. I said, no, we're gonna walk today. She said, oh, I guess we going out to walk then. So when she got out there, when we got out there, I was laughing because I told her, I said, let me tell you something. I said, the funny thing is, I said, I could hear the devil saying, dang, she did it again to me. Hardy, let's see if we got it this time.
Yeah.
You there, Tiffany? Yeah, she must be somewhere where her Wi-Fi is not good.
Yeah, that darn, was she in Atlanta? That darn
No,
Atlanta,
she
North
in
Carolina.
North
oh, North
Carolina.
Carolina. Okay. I was just talking
Mhm.
smack. I don't even know. I'm just
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just talking. Don't pay no attention to me.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong. Well, if it should
And
have
her
come
mic
in.
is not on either. She
No.
got it on mute.
Turn your mic on too. Maybe you can hear you at least if we don't see you. We can hear
Oh
you
yeah.
if you could hear
Ooh
us.
yeah.
She said
Mm.
it's saying device not connecting.
Come on in the room.
Mm. 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 Jesus is my doctor.
Man, it gives me.
All of my medicine in the prayer room.
Hey now. Who got a prayer room? Who got a prayer room? Where y'all prayer room at?
Mine is in my family room.
That's your prayer
That's
room.
the center of my house.
Okay. Okay.
That's right. So
Sweet
it's gonna cover from all directions.
joy.
Yeah.
Okay. You got a prayer room?
Oh yeah, of course I do. And mine is set up really nice too. We
Okay.
got all kinds of prayers and everything. My kids seen it one day. They was like, "Oh wow, I didn't know you do that."
Yep. She said, what Dream said she got one in her car in her bedroom. Let me tell you where my
Yeah.
prayer room at. Let me tell y'all. Let me tell y'all. Wherever I'm at.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, of
Wherever
In
I'm
my
course.
at.
car. Yep.
Because I bust out any minute
Me too.
and just go forth. So
Yep.
it's really
It's best if he put a thought in my mind, and I'm like, you know what? I ain't think about that, Lord. And then I just got. Poop.
yeah, 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 yeah. It's wherever I'm at, that's where my prayer room is. And if I'm being honest, y'all, I'm about to be transparent. I needs to get better. I needs to get better in my prayer life. You have conversations. You know how you schedule and you plan out your day. And when
Hmm.
we wake up in the morning, it should be but sometimes you have them days and you just groggy and you just lazy and you just like, oh, I am so
Hmm.
tired. And you just kind of like off and you go do something else, and then I'm like, oh Lord, oh, thank you for waking me up this morning, getting me started on my way. I'm like, so I
Hmm.
think me, I can't speak for nobody else, but I got to get better with my scheduling my day and be consistent with it because you'll do really good for a while, and that's almost anything. You do really good for a while and then you miss a day or you off track and then you're like, oh yeah, okay,
Hmm.
let me get back on track. That's just me being real, y'all. That's what I do. It's just me being
Hmm.
real. If we being honest,
That's all we can do is be honest.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But I and
Because
I
he know more than we do. He
yeah,
definitely know.
he know all.
Hmm.
He know all. He knows all. She really having a difficult time getting in, huh? Hey,
Yeah.
we have done it too. Yeah, I know, Dre. That's what I'm saying. And y'all know what? Let me ask y'all this. since we got some time, since I guess not here, do anybody, so are there any other things that you use to keep you sane, focused, consistent, faithful, um, less stress, anxiety? Do you have any other methods or things that you
I just
you
make
use?
myself laugh.
Okay,
I
okay,
make myself laugh all the time.
okay.
And I do that because it actually helps you keep your sanity. Because there are times when you just, because sometimes the enemy will come on and sit on you and like have you feeling so depressed,
Yep.
and you be like, what is this? And so you have to do something to just keep him at bay. Because even if you just bust out and laugh, and he wondered what she laughing about, I just did such and such and such. So you have to keep. It's almost like a fight. You sticking and moving, sticking
Yeah,
and moving.
yeah,
You ain't giving him no chance to land and stay there.
yeah,
Because as long as you moving and keeping your eye on him, he ain't nothing he can do with you. Ain't nothing he can do with you. That's why the Bible says, "Watch as well as pray." Because if
yeah,
you watching and you praying, then he can't sneak up on you.
yeah, yeah.
I
And I
hear
do, I
say
do.
I pray. It was like, but you got to watch too.
Yeah, I do like Michael Todd, Jay. I do like Michael Todd. I am familiar with him, and he has some awesome, awesome messages. But it's for me sometimes I will sing,
Mm-hmm.
or listen
There she
to
go. Here she go.
sing some music.
Oh, there you go.
Got it.
Woo!
Well, we're gonna
And
have to
he
put
did
your
it.
picture. We're
I
gonna,
had to use
we're gonna,
somebody else's phone.
we're gonna. Oh wow, really? Oh my Lord,
That's
we gotta show
determination.
your picture again one more time. Let our guests know who let our people know who our guest is. You see Miss America,
Huh?
America's Next Top Model here, y'all. We got Tiffany Jaye in the house.
Yeah. She like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
y'all better really
Hi.
her
Hi.
clothes. She
Hey,
like, y'all better
hey, girl.
recognize.
How
Y'all
are
better
you?
recognize.
How you doing
Oh,
today?
I was a little I was flustered and I'm frustrated, but I'm here, so that's all that matters. I'm
But
good.
God is
Yes.
good.
That's
You
right.
here. Amen.
Yeah,
That's right. That's
amen.
right. Take that
Perseverance.
off.
That's
Yeah, I've been
right.
trying for the last what? Y'all been on for an hour, 47 minutes now.
But that's okay. That's okay.
It's like
We held it down until you got here because we knew that you was gonna make it on.
Well, how are you ladies doing? So tell me, I'm sorry, the name of the show, where we at? I'm trying to get all.
Okay, so this is Inspirational Talks with Laura Simmons and friends. I am Laura Simmons, and our show is based out of Chicago, but we have Chicago, we have Carolina,
Okay.
um, another Chicago, and Atlanta is usually here too. But she's celebrating her birthday to this
All
weekend.
right. Happy birthday.
So
Let's
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit about yourself, Tiffany, just a little, and then we're gonna ask a couple of questions because we run
We
I,
with
run the
I,
time.
show.
we can make it real quick. Okay, so Tiffany Jaye, singer, songwriter, dancer extraordinaire, multimedia entrepreneur. I love to inspire people. I love to I don't know, move, dance, have a good time. And I'm just so thankful to be able to take all of my life experiences, put them in my music, and hopefully they bless somebody as well as they have blessed me.
Oh, that's
Great.
awesome.
That's good.
Yes.
That's good.
Yes, here you go. Give it a
That's right.
snapshot.
Give it
Well, I had a question for you.
Yes.
What skills would you have to learn that will help you in your singing career?
Hmm. That I've had to learn.
That you learned in your singing career.
You need to, the total package doesn't, it's not just about singing.
Hmm.
It's not just about looking good, right?
Hmm.
You truly have to know who you are, be grounded in who you are so that you can articulate, so that you can truly express what it is. People recognize real when you walk on stage, when you walk throughout the crowd. And that's what gravitates the person. Is not only the music, but it's also, is she, somebody that I can talk to, somebody I can relate to, that type of thing. So I've been working all this time to really try to understand who I am as an individual so that I can express that through the screen, through your headphones, and whatever it is that you listen to.
Okay.
Amen. Come
Yeah,
on.
that's
You
good.
gotta
I feel
come
good.
on, Tiffany.
That's true. That's true. Because
It's the
people
Look at
know
us.
gift
you
for
be
me.
real. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
that's
me.
exactly it.
Yeah.
So, what kind of singer would you classify yourself as?
I'm going to classify myself as R&B. As I explore some more, I would love to fall into pop, swing back and forth between pop, hip hop, R&B. I have done jazz in the past when I was in high school, and but we're gonna stick in the lane of R&B because that's where our soul resides.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
That's good.
Listen, I'm
That's
loving
good.
her already. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm Aquarius.
My
Yeah,
girl.
Aquarius. Oh my goodness. Audie, so now you're in you're living in North Carolina?
Yeah, I live in Charlotte. I've been here for a very long time. My family were from New York. I was born in New York, and I came down here when I was 8. It took me about another 8 years to get acclimated because Charlotte was different. But I'm here, so I got like a Southern Belle personality, but I definitely have a hardcore base, I would say.
Okay. Yeah, she's in South
South
Carolina.
Carolina.
Okay, so you're close by.
Yeah.
Very close
Right
by.
here in Somerville, Charleston
Yes.
area.
That's
Yeah,
not
we here in Chicago though.
I need to, I've never been, and I hear it's beautiful. The city looks
It
beautiful.
is.
It is. It's beautiful
Yeah.
here.
It
You just
is.
you just have to be careful in the areas you go in, but
You got to be
that's
careful
with anywhere.
everywhere.
Right. Yeah, that's
Everywhere.
Mhm.
yeah, that's just I said little Tamar. Little Tamar. Little Tamar be getting started. So sometimes you have to pull her back and go like this.
Okay.
Calm down now.
That's it.
So did you have a question for real estate queen?
Yeah. What's your motivation in everything that you do? What keeps you motivated and focused on the different aspects of what you do? Like the music, you say you're an author too. So,
Yeah,
so what is the motivation behind it? Because that's a lot of hats to carry and still
I
be focused.
yeah, I feel that my most recent motivation, I'm about to be 2 years out of a uterine fibroid surgery,
Ooh, praise
2020,
God.
and yes, and there was a time where I couldn't move. Right, somebody whistling, Lord Jesus. Um, there was a
You
time
say you moving now?
Right.
that I couldn't move as much as I used to. And then I knew when I came to from the surgery, I could tell that they were gone, like, and how debilitated I was. And I said,
Hmm.
okay, I can move now. I can do whatever I want to do. There are people that aren't able to sit, they aren't able to move as freely as I am. So I will do, as long as I'm in my right mind, I will do what I need to do. It's just, I don't know. I don't know. Music is freeing. It's relaxing. It's
Hmm.
empowering, inspiring. And as long as I
Hmm.
can, I will. People have hit me up and said, "I love to see you online. You know, you just brighten my soul. You make me smile." And so that's a good thing. And so there are
Hmm.
days where I sit in the background just to make sure that I'm good before I step out in front of you guys. You know. So I guess I'm thankful because, or I'm motivated because I know I'm blessed. How about that?
That's
Mhm.
it. That's it.
And
That's the key.
yes, and with that knowledge, I have a duty. You know what I mean? To
Hmm.
Mhm.
spread God's glory on the world. And so
Hmm.
in for no reason, and that's what I'm here. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep. Know
You
Yeah.
exactly what
you
you
just
mean.
said a
You on
whole
point, girl.
sermon.
That's
A
that
whole
Aquarius in you.
sermon.
That's that Aquarius.
You gotta preach.
Okay, little Tamar, what kind of question you got for today?
Yeah. Now that she
I'm
done
other
listen,
special.
where's the
I did.
cash app? I need to pay my tithes with my
Ooh, you
offering.
better.
My offering.
If you need something notarized,
Right.
that's the young lady for
Yes.
you. And if you're looking to buy a house, the one at the top.
Right here. If you want to come to
Yes.
South
Yes.
Carolina, that's right.
Yes.
Keep
That's
it in
right.
mind. And you
Well,
close by.
so I have two questions. My
Hmm.
first question is, and I see that you touch all areas of art, right?
Yes.
And so, how were you as a little kid? Like, you knew that you had all of these talents. So just tell us how you were. How would you describe yourself as a little kid?
Um, I started with Disney classics like Aladdin, Little Mermaid, Lion King, etc. And I keep saying that Whitney and Mariah, they taught me. I felt like um, somebody asked me recently, where do you get your confidence from? And I was like, I have an ear, so if I know I sound like them, then I know that we have something in common, right?
Oh yeah.
Um, I drew as young as kindergarten. These things are they're just embedded. That's how the world makes sense to me. So I think it was just building a strength to know that I could actually do it and possibly make some money. When I was 13, I sang for the first time in my church as with a solo. And then we had this thing called the Rose Pageant, and the talent that I used to do was my art. But for the first time this second year, I wanted to sing, and my mom, she's in there in the dance thing right now for the first time. But she was like, "Nah, do your artwork," and I was like, "No, I'm gonna sing." And so she was even surprised. I think it's just in knowing deep down in your heart that you can do whatever it is that you do. I used to do tap, modern, ballet, and jazz, and my first performance was at the Lincoln Center in New York, and I was
Oh,
very, very young.
wow.
So you don't know what it is until you know what it is. And it's something that I guess if you're an artist, it's just something that you can't describe. And I'm learning more and more as I get around more of my peers that are doing the same thing. It's just who you are. And once you
Amen.
fully accept it, then you can unlock some other things, the
Yeah.
healing, the inspiring. But first you gotta get through, like, I feel like in life, the enemy will come and just bring so many distractions, so many things to make you feel like you're not worthy.
Mm-hmm.
He'll use your how you were brought up to make you feel like, okay, something's wrong. I don't know why I'm not, getting here and there. All those things. I've had the same trials and tribulations, but I'm still here
Mm-hmm.
today. And it also starts in the mind too. So he's definitely got me there. But now I feel like I'm stronger than ever, and I'm just going to continue to keep going. And that doesn't mean that I'm not going to have some sad days, but it's going to
Mm-hmm.
be all
Amen, best friend.
That's
And
right.
You better stop, Tamar. You know good well
where's
Tanya
she at?
will be
Where's she
on
at?
it.
Is she on
She'll
here?
be
No.
on here in a minute.
And so my
Okay.
second question is, with you again, wearing so many hats and being so multi-talented, how do you manage your time?
it looks like on the outside looking in, it looks like I'm doing a lot. And it may be, but remember, I have my own measure, like my own cup that I know that I can like stand. God wouldn't give me the talents or the gifts that I have, if I couldn't handle it. I
Right.
sketch in 2 minutes, 5 minutes. Like everybody can't do that. So that's just something that I can do. If we want to write a song, we can write a song and it can be done 30 minutes tops. That's just something that I can do. Now it's about managing and placing it and pacing yourself. So what the surgery taught me was you have to listen to your body. I used to never listen to it, and I would just kind of burn myself out, or nothing would get done because I would procrastinate. So now it's about taking a step back and really planning to see when you can do what, telling people no, telling
Mm-hmm.
yourself no. And I'm still working on that. I'm not procrastinating nowhere near as much as I used to, but I'm definitely pacing myself and taking more or better care of myself as an individual, like my physical body, so that I can actually be good. And it's something as simple as getting something to eat, going to the bathroom when you need to, drinking enough water. Those are the things, the basic needs
Mm-hmm.
that I feel sometimes we forget. And going to sleep. You guys
Yeah.
don't know when I sleep, but I do sleep. But I do have a lot of energy. I know that. And I don't know where it comes from, but I'm not going to put it down.
Exactly. Yeah.
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 And
That's
that is
real
so
talk.
true. That's for real there. That sometimes we forget about sleep. We
Yeah.
do. Because
Uh,
I was going through that exact same thing. I was going through the thing where I was not going to sleep I would go to bed at 1 o'clock and get back up at 5. And my husband was like, that ain't sleep.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
was like, oh no, well, see, I got something I gotta do. He'd be like, man, you still gotta get rest.
Yeah.
You still got to get some rest.
Yeah.
And I would still be up. I'm like, okay, 1 o'clock. I'm on the computer trying to figure out how I'm gonna do this. And oh yeah, I gotta write this. I gotta do it. And so I get you. I know exactly what
Yeah.
you do.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I can concur with all of those things.
Yeah.
And if y'all, for all of y'all out there just listening, y'all better take note. Y'all better get y'all little notepad out and rewind whatever y'all need to do, because look, that was some nuggets. That was real talk right there. That's real life. You know what I'm saying? And each one of us can identify and concur with what she has said.
Thank you.
What she has
Yeah.
said.
Yes,
And so, yeah,
definitely.
that's a gift. She just gave y'all a gift. We probably doesn't, but she doesn't. She just solidified it. So y'all better take y'all notes and take heed. Y'all better
So
take heed.
I got another question for you.
But the one thing I was gonna say is don't beat yourself up if you make a mistake. Like you
Yeah.
got. And so what I'm trying to do is, okay, God, you got to convict me. Did I do this right? Did I not do this right? Do I feel something? You know what I mean? And then the next moment, that's all it is. The next moment, do better. That's really
Yeah.
about. Like, congratulate yourself on your good moments. The bad ones, okay, we'll write about it. And they're not necessarily bad moments. They're teachable moments and they're
Yeah,
challenges that you have, but they're also opportunities to grow.
yeah, definitely,
Yeah. 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 So
definitely.
I had something I wanted to ask you. I wanted to say, what has been the best performance of your career so far?
The best performance of my career, just overall,
hmm Yeah, so far.
right now, it's not even music related. Right now, I'm gonna say this past weekend when we went to, we did the Titans weekend, and I was dancing, and it was the Chicago step. And the closer and closer I get, I realize it's okay to be free. It's okay to have a good time. It's okay to connect. You
hmm
know, this moment that you and the three of us have, or the four of us have, and anybody else that's watching, this is our moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And nobody can take that back from us. The presence is the most important thing. And if you live in it, you just might find something that you never found before. I definitely
That's
found out my granddad passed, and it was the most beautiful, bittersweet, weird moment. You know, that's when I felt like, okay, I really got to listen to what God is telling me, and to just let go, because life is not promised. Um, Tomorrow's not promised. Today's not promised. So just live, have a good time. So
Yeah.
the best moment was this past weekend. We danced. The guy told me I'm gonna take off my jacket. I'm gonna need you to throw it. I said, what? I don't know, because I'm not really good at improv, right? But
Mhm.
in it, I'm better and better. And I did a freestyle moment that made everybody crack up, and I hadn't laughed like that in a really long time. So
Awesome.
that was it. It was the best for me because I let go and I was free.
Oh
Amen.
wow,
That's
that's
awesome.
good.
That's awesome.
Um,
A good answer.
one more question.
Okay.
How do you cope with being away from home for long periods of time?
I have a blanket.
Just cover up. Right.
I always bring a blanket from home that makes me feel like
Yeah.
so even if I'm in a hotel room, I have my blanket at home. That's one. I have shows that I like to watch on my phone, HBO Max. They just make me. I do the same routines that I do when I go to sleep. So no matter where I am, also have to find food spots that I love that make me feel I'm at home. I'm pretty much a loner, so I don't mind. I will find my own little corner and I'll be fine. I
Yeah,
don't really
that's it.
right now, you know.
Yeah, that is so funny you said the blanket thing. I'm gonna tell you something about that. So my mother gave me. My mom has been gone 17 years now, but my
Okay.
mom gave me this sheet a long time ago. Do you know I still have that sheet? And my husband said, "Are you ever gonna let that sheet go?" I'm like, "No,
Nope.
I can't.
Nope.
I can't." And I have to. I have to have this sheet with me where no matter where I go. If I go out of town, that sheet going with me. It's in my suitcase.
Love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's that. So I get that. I truly understand that one. That's
I have
cool.
this little small ribbon from my uncle's, it's my mother's brother.
Mm-hmm.
My mother, my mother passed when I was 10. But his he had a little ribbon, and his favorite team was Pittsburgh Steelers.
Oh
Okay.
wow.
So his
As
colors
a lot of people.
black and gold, and
Yep.
he was a Tuskegee Airman. But that's what they had at the funeral. And that would have to be about 10 years ago when I still had that little piece of ribbon. I'm holding on to that forever because I mean, every time his birthday is in October, the same month as mine, and I think about him so much.
That's amazing.
He was such an amazing man. He was a Tuskegee Airman too, y'all. He was such an amazing man, and I just miss him as much as I miss my mother. I miss him as much as I miss my mother, and he, you know, he was here a lot longer with me on Earth than she.
Right.
But yeah. Little bitty old ribbon.
That's
Oh wow, that's cool. That is so awesome, though.
Yes, definitely.
Anybody had any more questions before we let our guests do? We was gonna ask you to just like, can you like belch a
What
little
a
bit of
day.
song?
That's what you want. That's what you want.
Yeah.
Come on with it.
Here we go. What a day this has been. What a rare mood I'm in. Why, it's almost like being in love. And there's a smile on my face for the whole human race. Oh, yeah. Why, it's almost like being in love. All the music of life seems to be like a bell that is ringing for me, and from the way that I feel when that bell starts to peal, I would swear I was falling. I could swear I was falling. It's almost like being in love. It's almost like being in love.
Oh wow, you got a
Girl,
beautiful
that's
voice.
Beautiful.
OMG,
Acapella, that's what I'm talking about.
that's talent. That's some real talent. Wait a minute, y'all. I'm finna coming to America. That girl got talent.
That girl can sing. She's so beautiful. Don't you all agree?
Hot chocolate.
Right. No, that was absolutely
That's good.
beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that
voice.
was.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank
That
you
was-
for your
that
gift.
was little soulful. I was like, I like that. It's like that vibe. That was
Yeah,
nice.
that's really
Yeah.
nice.
It's called Almost Like Being in Love. It's a big band jazz song, and when you hear it, you'll hear it's a very like old school song. So I just
Who
make it
sang
my own.
it?
Yeah.
Almost Like Being in Love.
Oh, okay.
And the
Is
band
that,
would be
is
like,
that yours?
It's not.
Who sang
It's a
it?
big band song.
Oh, wow.
I can't remember. I don't know if it's Nat Cole or anything like that, but just check it out. Almost Like Being in Love.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Did you hear her with the I can't
That's
do it,
talented.
but man, that's
Multi-talented.
good.
You're a
Yeah.
triple threat. That's
Yeah.
good. That's real good. Real good.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
Thank you so much for waiting for me. I was adamant about trying to get on here, so I got somebody else's phone. So I'm just so thankful I was able to get up here with you
And I'm
guys.
glad you
We
were
are
persistent.
too.
And thank you for keep trying. We appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you for coming on. And
Yes.
we'll so guys, go check out Tiffany Jaye. She's on Instagram. You want to give them your Instagram page?
That's Miss Tiffany Jaye. So MSTIFFANYJAYE. That's Miss Tiffany Jaye, and that's everywhere. That's the website, IG, Facebook, Instagram, and I'm always on my phone, so you can always say, "Hey, what's up, girl?" And I'll be like, "Hey," you know.
Hey.
I love your personality.
Yes.
That's good.
Thank
All
you.
right, guys. So it was good having you on our show today.
Yes.
We would love to have you come back again. Maybe spend a whole
definitely.
day with us. Then once you figure it out.
Right.
So, yeah. And
Yes.
then we had Atlanta in here by that on
Okay.
next time you come in. So
Lovely.
so it could go everywhere.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Definitely.
Yeah.
You have a sweet
enjoyed
spirit.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And y'all be knowing, so y'all know what's up. I'll say a prayer for y'all. Please say a prayer for me too.
Yes,
Definitely.
absolutely.
Definitely.
All
You can count on it. You can count on it.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you so much, ladies. I'm gonna go back inside and dance.
All right.
Have a good night.
Have a good night.
Take care.
Weekend.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
All right. Thank you guys for tuning in to Inspirational Talks with Laura Simmons and friends. It is time for us to go. We actually stayed on longer than we usually we supposed to today, but we just wanted to you guys to wow, what a beautiful
I'm so
spirit that
glad
was.
we had
Yes.
time
Together.
together.
Girl, she can sing, boy. Acapella. I was
Yeah,
like, man, that was
Yes.
good.
yeah, she had a beautiful voice.
Beautiful
Mhm.
voice,
Very.
beautiful spirit. I mean, I just
Hey,
loved everything about
Vonda.
her.
Hey, Vonda.
Hey,
Yeah.
Vonda.
Oh, hello, hello. So,
Yeah, so we want to thank you guys for tuning in to Inspirational Talks with Laura Simmons and friends. We will see you guys on Tuesday. Make sure you guys are on Tuesday because we have a very, very good guest that's coming on, very educational. He's going to be teaching you guys something about money, 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 and how to grow it. So make sure you guys tune in. All
Okay.
right. All
all right,
right, guys. We
until
love
next
you
week,
guys.
like,
Until next
share,
week.
tell a friend. Peace
Tell a
out.
friend, tell a friend to tell a friend.
Right.
And we love you guys. All
And
right.
so on,
Later.
and so on,
So
and
on
Later.
and
so on.
so on. And happy birthday again to my oldest child, Ray,
Happy
who will be
birthday,
turning
Hey.
Ray, and
26
happy
on
Ray.
anniversary.
Sunday, August the 28th. All right,
Happy
guys. We
birthday.
love
Happy
you
anniversary.
guys.
Birthday.
I
Happy
thank
anniversary.
you. All right.